Okay, now we have ignition.
Can you hear me, Eava?
Yes, we can.
Okay, awesome. I just want to welcome everyone to our Ariix call tonight, Ariix Nation. My name is Tammy Maltby, and I'm so glad you joined. We have a fantastic guest tonight, which you are going to want to hear from. This man has had profound success inside this business, inside of Ariix and inside of network marketing. And he's got some really awesome things to tell you. We are in challenging times, without a doubt. I want to make sure and let those of you that have loved ones that are under challenging circumstances right now, our prayers and thoughts go out to you and your families. And this is where community really comes together. It makes such a difference. And so tonight, I know that a lot of us are at home, which we normally aren't, or we have other things going on. But this is a great opportunity. And that's why we did this Ariix Live tonight, focusing on what we're going to be talking about. And I'm going to share that with you in a minute. But before I jump into introducing our incredible guest, I want to tell you about our Super Saturday, which is coming up. It's a viral Super Saturday. That is this Saturday, March 21st, and it's streaming live. Now listen, this is a big deal. You want to get yourself, your team, your guests on this. Starts at 9 o'clock Central, goes till 1. But treat it like you would any other event you would go to. This is our first time ever to do streaming a live event. So get on that call early. There is limited spots to this. So get on the call early, get on the Zoom. Pencil and paper, get yourself ready to take some fantastic notes. Listen to this lineup. This is pretty awesome. We have, of course, our beloved Brent Palmer, Mark Wilson, Jeff Yates, Justin Martin, Dr. Ginger, and Aaron Decker. We've interviewed them. They are fantastic. Todd Rowland, that we're going to be talking to this evening, Chris Doyle. Dr. Crystal Vance is going to be on there. Andrea Rosser. I mean, Myra Miles, she just hit 20K. This is a powerful, powerful, powerful lineup for Saturday. So you want to jump onto that. But let me jump on to our guest. Some of you know my story. Some of you don't. I jumped inside network marketing. At that time, it was called Limu. That was the name of our company. 6 years ago, I had no background in this, none, El Zippo. I was in a publishing media background, but I needed to make more income. And when I saw this business, and I saw the health and wellness business, and I saw the opportunity for residual income, I said, hey, I'm gonna try this. My goodness, yes. And so I gave it all I had. And within 2 years, our team really did incredible things and changed hundreds, if not thousands, of people's financial pictures and health. And I'm a big, big believer in network marketing, and certainly inside of this business. But I want to introduce you to our guest tonight. Mr. Todd Rowland, I think it's Rowland. He and his lovely wife, Ashley, they live in Destin, Florida, which I'm like a little bitter about, but that's okay. I love Destin, Florida. He is the father of 4 children between the age of 18 and 25. And that means he's really exhausted trying to help launch young people into adult life. He's been in network marketing for 19 years. He's a football coach. He is one of our power rankers, which if you don't know what that means, it just means he's done awesome things in this company. He's also in the Partners Council. The list for this man is long. It is very long. And but I'm going to let him jump on. And Todd, can I have you unmute your call right there? And I see you. Welcome, Todd. We're so glad to have you with us tonight.
Excited to be here, Tammy. I'm just pumped about you guys joining the family, and man, you're awesome. I love sitting here listening to you.
Thank you so much. First of all, I want everybody to know on the call, this amazing man, as successful as he's been for so many years as a coach and then in this business, He has no financial invested interest to be on this call for us. He is literally taking his hand out and lifting the rest of us up because we are new to Ariix, and he has a lot of experience, and he said yes when we asked him to be on this call. So I appreciate that servant leader heart. I want you to know that, Todd. Thank you. And so tell us, we talk about our 2-minute story, right? Like, why did you jump inside network marketing, and then maybe why Ariix? What is your background? I know you were a coach, so give us your 2-minute story, Todd.
Tammy, I loved hearing your story. Most of you guys here know Brent Palmer. I've actually known Brent for probably a decade. We knew each other through some coaching friends. I'd coached in Tennessee and Arkansas. He obviously was a coach in Alabama. And, Tammy, we all start the same way. We wake up one day. I don't think anybody goes to college to become a network marketer. We go to college or find our career or our trade, and we go into life, and we look up when we're 30 or 35 or 40 or 45 or 50, you name the age, and we say, hey, I'm not exactly where I thought it would be at this moment. And that's what happened to my wife and I. I was a decade into my career with a master's degree. I had won some state championships. I loved it. Somebody told me I would get out of coaching. I would have told them they were crazy. It was my passion. But I had one thing missing in my life, and it was causing lots of problems, and that is I did not have enough income flow. My wife had quit her job to become a stay-at-home mom. We had our third child, and then we had number 4, and we just couldn't keep up. My income didn't rise enough year over year. And I did traditional things. I think we all, at some point in our life have done something extra. For me, it was running camps or doing some landscaping on the side. And somebody, my dad to be exact, told me about a network marketing business. He'd never actually been in the business. A guy had told him, and I told him I didn't have the time or the money, and I respectively declined. I later found that was most people's excuses, but thank goodness, I owe him the rest of my life. My dad called me back about a month later and said, Todd, if you'll work this a little bit, I'll pay you and your sister's way in. And that was my interest at the age of 31 years old into network marketing. And over the course of about a year part-time, it was tripling my coach's income. And we retired at 32. My wife was 29 at the time, and I've never worked again. My kids, I say this jokingly, but I say it passionately too. Our kids have never seen their mom and dad go to work. They don't even really know how the real world works to a degree, because we've always had residual income, and they know dad goes into the other room sometimes and does some type of meeting, but it's not like he has to set an alarm clock and go to work. But we've only ever been in 2 companies. And a number of the last 19 years, I haven't done anything except enjoy the fruits of building residual income. We moved to the beach a decade ago. It took a number of years off. But Tammy, as I shared with you earlier, about 6.5, 7 years ago, we realized that the company that I always explain it this way to people, network marketing found me the first time. But the second time, I went and found the perfect company. And I will tell you guys that are either new looking at this or that are now moving from the Lemieux into the Ariix family, that I told Tammy this earlier, you've been touched. You could not have found a better place on planet Earth. And I look at everything from the end backwards. If you want to build a residual income that will retire you, that you can count on a company paying you 15, 20, 25 years down the road, you're in the right spot. They're not going to change things around on you, that are always going to be adding new quality products, that are going to have you entering into countries around the world where your business can naturally gravitate into Europe or Asia or China or Australia, Canada, Mexico. You don't have to know people there. You just have to grow a business in your hometown, and it'll naturally grow there for you. So, Tammy, excited you guys are here. I love Brent Palmer. I think, it's this business, to do it in a big way is not easy, and I have great admiration for him. I know who you are, Tammy. I know who Eava is, and I respect y'all immensely. I've watched your energy and your spirit and your integrity show up here, and we can't wait to go to work with you guys and your team.
Todd, thank you so much. Now, I have you for just a couple more minutes, and I've got to ask you this question, because we are in the midst of a challenging time right now, right? Not just our country, our world, but certainly we're approaching people about the opportunity of Ariix. And we're hearing some things like, it's turbulent times. I don't know if this is a good time to start a business. I need to save my money. wringing of hands, you know. So when we are talking to people and sharing the opportunity or the overcoming the objections, as we talk about that, what would you say to people? Why is the timing now really the best timing?
Yeah, we all are affected across the board, mentally, with kids, with you name it. But, I'm not a computer person. I'm a people person. So I have a guy in my business named Ken Bailey. We've both been full-time together for 19 years in the industry. He's kind of the computer side of it. And I talked to him driving today. I was just asking him a couple questions. I was like, what are you seeing, Ken? Because he tracks everything. He knows every customer, every sign up. And we're talking about thousands of people in the organization, tens of thousands. And he said, Todd, people are making orders that have not ordered in Ariix in 4 and 5 years. He said, sales, he and I both, our paycheck, both for this past week is going to be the biggest we've ever made in the company. This week, sales are up 30%. And then it went a little further. He said, I was checking around, and he said, I was looking at different industries that are on an uptick, and the supplementation, vitamin, herbal industries are on an uptick. We don't cure, we don't make a claim we can help anything, but we all know the better we take care of our bodies, the better chance we give our body to take care of us. So we're in an industry with Ariix, Lemieux, that have quality products that can help our bodies be better. And the second piece of the puzzle is we don't buy a business. All we do is place an order for some products, and that qualifies our business. Our business in Ariix is only $24. So it's $24 plus place your order that qualifies your business, which for us is about a 2-month supply of products. So you're not really spending anything. You're just arming yourself with good nutrition and sharing the good news. And, we may not be able to fix a brand new person's situation next week that's not waiting tables, or that their occupation is not allowing them to show up at work, or they're being affected. But what we can do now over the next 6 months is we can help people build a business online so they're never caught in this situation again. That when something like this happens again, you get to tell the story that your paycheck is the biggest it's ever been, that sales are up 30% because you're working from home. You're already in the element. Zoom communications is going to be one of the highest rising stocks in the stock market because everybody's going to be moving to Zoom or GoToMeeting or one of these platforms, and we're already there. So Tammy, it's the perfect time in history to make a change in your life so you're not cornered again.
So I couldn't agree more. Obviously, when you talked to me today about that, I said, we've seen our sales up. And people are looking, the people want, isn't it interesting how we just happen to be in the industry that people are now wanting desperately what we have to offer, and they're seeing the incredible value, certainly from a product standpoint, but also the residual income standpoint, that I'm still making a paycheck every single week, no matter what. And I can do it from my home.
A footnote there, a good friend of mine, Steve Swartz out in California, he signed up a couple of people over in Italy about a year ago. And Italy's been one of our fastest growing countries. He also has a guy in England. And by the way, we all know Italy is one of the hardest hit countries. But he was telling me today that last week, Europe had its first $1 million weekly sales week ever. So literally in the worst of times in the country of Italy. And I said, well, are your people affected at all? And he said, no, most all of that group builds online anyway, through Facebook, through Zooms, things like this. He said, they're just running and finding more people that can't go to work that want to be a part of, the transformation as we move into 2021 and 2022, changing the way we actually earn income and distribute products. Who else is up right now? I just saw today Amazon's hiring 100,000 employees because they're shipping to our house. We're not having to walk into their store. So this gives people a chance to get into the infrastructure that prevents being affected in situations like this. So Tammy, best time in the world to become a part of the company.
So awesome. And finally, why Ariix? Why do you have such confidence in this company?
Yeah, for me, that's not a short answer, but I'll give you a 60-second version. Number one, product quality. If the products aren't better than we tell people, then after they take them for 1 month, they're going to discontinue use. I've been in this company for 7 years, and there were years I did not work here because my kids were playing sports, and my residual income went up month over month without even out here sharing the presentation because of the product quality, people using, staying on the product, sharing forward, just unbelievable. So product quality, number one. And number two, a compensation plan without gotchas, meaning I don't have to do something to stay qualified. We have a compensation plan here that if you sponsor 4 people and become gold status, you could literally sign up. One of those 4 people could go create total financial independence for you in our matching check area without even having to build another leg. So it just there's a lot of things here that protect you and your business that grows financially. Very important. Lastly, in the short version, is we have 7 owners. It takes at least 3 of those owners to make a decision. So I've been in a company now for 7 years that doesn't change anything. Compensation plan always stays consistent. They've got to run it through partners council, founders, members, even to give us a pay raise. It's crazy the stability that Ariix has. And the reason they have that stability from a legal standpoint, from a financial standpoint, for all those things, is they want a company that's around 50, 75 years down the road. Our goal here is to create a $15 billion international company that's the number 1 on the DSA. And when I became a part of the company, they had done $38 million in revenue. I believe it was the 2nd year they'd been in business. This past year, we did $235 million in revenue, and we're number 57 in the world as we speak.
Wow. It's so incredibly exciting and so impressive. And I'm so honored to be part of such an incredible integritous company and to link arms. You know, it says that the 5 people you hang out with it's the direction you're going. So Todd, I want to hang out with you.
You and Ava are fantastic. I can't wait to meet you guys in person and your whole team. It's going to be a nice, fun ride for the rest of our life, building an empire.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. All the best health and wholeness to you, your family, and I know that we will see you soon.
Absolutely. Y'all be blessed. I'm going to be listening in. I'm just going to turn everything off and start driving.
Thank you. Thank you. And so now I'm going to jump over to Miss Eava Currence. She is going to share with us the opportunities. So you got to hear some pretty amazing information tonight about the company and a man that has had profound success in the stability of this company that just incredible to think that his sales last week are going to be the biggest of his whole career, which is amazing to me. And but Eava, are you there?
Yes, I am.
And I'm going to throw it to you, and Eva's going to share with you very quickly the opportunity of how to get started inside of Ariix. Go ahead, Eava.
Well, welcome everyone. We're great to have you. Todd, you are just amazing, and we could just learn and learn and learn from you. So, hi, I'm Eava Baca Currence, and I am a serial entrepreneur. You name the business, I've been in it. And in 2014, life happened. Anybody here ever had life happen? Come on, raise your hand. Life happened, and we got caught in the real estate debacle of 2012 to 2014, and we needed an answer. We basically lost everything. We lost our home. We lost our business. And we didn't need grocery money. We needed an income. And in the meantime, we had some serious health issues. So we had a friend who loved us enough and had integrity to say, hey, I think I have an answer for you. Do you have somebody who has an issue? Be integrous. And is that a word? I just made it a word. Be integrous and let them know that you may have an answer. Because if my friend hadn't shared with me, I would have never known. And look at me now. So anyway, I am going to share my screen with you. And yes, share screen. Here we go. Optimize. Okay, for those, here we go. And so the question is, why Ariix? Why now? So many of you know that we used to be Limu, but we are now Ariix 100%. And we're in the business of changing lives. And it's good. Even in times like now, it is good. And so, okay, let's see what's going on here. There we go. And so as you heard Todd talk about, we have the House of Brands. We have 7 different brands, all in the health and wellness area, from supplements to weight loss to the leaders, and we are the leaders in the Fucoidan-based industry, over 1,800 studies on the National Institute of Health database. Purity. Now is the time when you want not only to have the best supplements, but you want pure supplements. And so you're going to do your own research. I could tell you all about them, but you know you're not going to listen to me. You're going to go do your own research. So I guarantee you, when you do the research, you are going to be amazed. And the best thing about building our business is that you don't have to go bug everyone that you know. You just redirect your spending to the best products on the market. There are not any better products, guaranteed, because I tried to prove it wrong. Remember, I'm a serial entrepreneur, and they are the best. And look at me now. So anyway, be a product to the product. On the right, that was Eava in 2014. Look at me now. So all I can tell you is be a product to the product and just share your experience with the people you love, and they will appreciate it. The nice thing about our business is that if you have a credit card and you get points for every dollar you spend, and after 2, 3, 4 years, you might actually get $50 off a ticket. In Ariix, the greatest thing is that every dollar that you spend, we give back to you in rewards dollars and loyalty points. You can buy diamonds. And hear me, escuchen, mijitos. Those of you who have your own home-based business, those of you who are serial entrepreneurs, we know that healthcare and is a big issue, and getting insurance and getting health plans. Well, in Ariix, we don't have that issue. We have a health plan. So all you do is get healthy, and you won't even have to use your health plan. Pretty good deal. So we have a fresh approach. Our approach is, I've always owned my own business. I was a business snob. I'll guarantee you, I was a business snob. And brick and mortar was the only way to go. And then I started in Ariix. And what happened? I didn't have payroll. I didn't have overhead. I didn't have to argue with the city about how many parking spaces I could have. I didn't have to argue with other systems engineers who thought they could write code for me. It's so easy. You just be a product of the product and share your transformation. Unlike traditional marketing, okay, you can go out and there are certain energy drinks, we call them heart attacks in a can, and if there are certain products out there that you can buy, and then you can put money into someone else's pocket, or you can buy for your own home-based business and put the money back in your pocket and help somebody, a mom, a stay-at-home mom, help somebody who's putting their children through college, help somebody who all of a sudden at the end of life discovered they have no retirement plan. And it's real simple. We give you all the tools you need. All you need is a smartphone, and we have an app. It's so easy. You don't have to be able to do a Zoom. We do those for you. Get your people on there, or you just send them a video from your own home-based business. We have the tools that you need to be successful, because we are a team and we want to see you be successful. Now, let me ask you a question. On Monday, are you with people that you want to spend time with? I am. I would like you to meet my friends. And we get a little silly sometimes because we are enjoying life, and we love Mondays because we get to start all over again and change somebody's life one story at a time. You don't know who is out there and needs what you have. We have an answer. So how do you get started? So simple. Get a fast track pack. We have 2 sizes. One is a $4.99 fast track pack. It has $610 worth of product. And some of you are saying, you know what? I just want to try the product. That's all I wanted to do. And look at me now. So the best way to try the product, get a fast track pack. Get a sample pack. Try all the products and see what works best for you. Now, for those of you who are serial entrepreneurs and are looking for an extra stream of income or maybe a main stream of income, there is the $9.99 Fast Track Pack. It has over $1,150 worth of product. Great for your family. Now, get this. You do not stock. You do not deliver. You do not have to worry about putting your taxes together at the end of the year. It is all done for you. All you do, take the product, be a product of the product, and share your experience. And then how do we do that? We know that you don't need another bill. So what we want to do is put money back in your pocket. So look at this. This is amazing. I have owned my own business. My husband and I, we've owned several businesses, and it always took 6 figures to get into business. And we hoped that it didn't take 7 figures payback to get back. In Ariix, we started with the $4.99 Fast Track Pack, because remember, we were desperate. And what happened was we were rewarded for the money that we spent. We got it back in rewards dollars. So we started, and then we shared it with 3. Now, we build with 4, but we share with 3. And what we want to do is, if you start with a Fast Track Pack, say, for example, by $4.99, that's $500 or PV worth of product. And then you share it with 3 others and they're going to do what you have done to start a business. And they're going to have 500 PV worth of product. And guess what happens? You now have a business that has $2,000 in volume. We want to do this within 7 to 30 days. You have a business, and you are what's known as a 2K VIP. And what does that mean? You're going to get your money back. What? You just started a business, and within 7 to 30 days, you got your money back. You're debt-free and profitable, and the sky's the limit. And so it's very simple. I'm going to stop sharing here. All of us here as a team want you to join us, because we build as a team. We are a family. Whoever invited you because they believe in you. So we believe in you. So are you ready to get started? So thank you, Tammy Maltby, for being the most wonderful hostess ever. Thank you, Todd, Rowland, for just giving us the wealth of your knowledge. And to everyone here, remember, we love you, and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye now.
See you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.